The scariest places in GTA 5, some of these places are haunted, some have a deep and creepy meaning behind them. In this video, we're gonna take a look at all of those, and yeah, I'm gonna be pretty scared while I'm recording this. Let's conquer our fears and take a look at them. So the first location is gonna be on the very right side of the map, just off the shore. Now we need a perfect vehicle for these kind of underwater missions. So some of these are gonna be in the deep oceans of Los Santos. Not gonna lie, they're pretty scary places. And there it is. So we have a huge cargo ship down here that is completely separated. So one half of the cargo ship is over here. As you can see, it's actually massive, and the other half is completely separated right here. Holy crap, we've never seen a ship this big actually functional in GTA, so this is definitely something special, and the story behind this one is definitely not a pretty one. But let's move on to the next scary location. A lot of people aren't aware of this, but if you go to the Walk of Fame area next to the movie theater, there's actually something written on the wall. So right behind these two little trees right here, we have "Ain't no mystery, they drowned her because of what she knew." There's probably a deeper backstory to this that we're not aware of, but I mean, some woman got drowned because she knew something. Yeah, I'm done with that one. Let's get out of here. If you want to see this location for yourself, it is going to be right here on the map. The next location is going to be actually in Vinewood Hills, right in this spot. On the wall, we have the numbers 1807. Now, there is a deeper meaning behind this, just like the last one, but basically the arrows lead you to a certain house, and this is the house. So this house isn't any ordinary house. It's actually based off a house of literal murderers in real life. They're called the Mason family. That's basically the gist of it. It's a family that just went out and murdered people, and sometimes there would actually be NPCs on this balcony, and when you run into them, they would instantly die. So there's definitely some weird thing going on with NPCs at this house as well. To say the least, it is just not normal, that house. In this next location, we're gonna take a look at an abandoned house. Here is the exact location of the house. It's gonna be kind of to the left of Sandy Shores, but this is no ordinary abandoned house. Look at this thing. But it's not only the outside look of it, because if you go inside, there's a freaking face of a devil on the wall. Let me zoom in so you guys can see better. Am I crazy, or does that not look like a freaking devil's face? Let me know what you think down below in the comments, but this definitely does look like a haunted person's face. This motel is actually super creepy at night. There's been reports of people finding a bunch of animals, and some even saying clowns. And at night, there's definitely even creepier things happening. There's been reports of voices as well, and a bunch of weird sound effects. I guess that's just what you gotta expect when you come to an abandoned motel. Wait, what? I just heard someone say there's a clown here. I don't think you can really hear it in the game sound, but one of the NPCs just said there's a clown somewhere. He literally shouted, "A clown, what the f-" Okay, yeah, this thing is weird. Maybe the clown allegations were actually somewhat true, but this place is not it. We're gonna go up to Mount Chiliad, and we're gonna take a look at something really creepy, and then actually take a look at something creepier after. So at the very top of Mount Chiliad, we have a interesting drawing where at the top we see a UFO. This is the top of Mount Chiliad, and conveniently enough, now we're gonna take a look at a crashed UFO location that I bet a lot of people watching this never knew about it. This drawing just looks freaking satanic or something. So we have a person with what looks to be a jetpack, we have an egg cracking, and then an alien inside of a UFO. I don't know what's going on, bro. This is weird. This mission calls once again for the Toreador. This cannot be a scarier time. It is the middle of the night. We're going in the deep seas of Los Santos on the very top of the map. Like, this is literally in the middle of nowhere. As you can see, the ocean is just one of the scariest things. If you don't think the ocean is one of the scariest things, I don't know what's wrong with you. It took a bit, but we freaking found it. The crashed UFO in GTA Online. Guys, let me tell you, we are so deep underwater, it's not even funny. Like, you can see how freaking dark it is. And there is the crashed UFO. Doesn't look like it has any explosions on it, but it's in one piece. And this thing is super far underwater. Let me show you guys the exact location if you want to find it for yourself. You definitely need to get pretty deep underwater though. So, I mean, a Toreador would be perfect, but if you want to use an actual submarine, you can as well. I feel like this is just above above crush depth, because if you don't know, if you go in the oceans at a certain level, like too far down basically, it's gonna start crushing your vehicle and you're gonna die. But holy crap. And this is one of the biggest Easter eggs that's ever been found in GTA 5. Holy crap. When you actually see this thing in game, it's actually scary. Like, I feel like this video doesn't do it enough justice, so feel free to check this out for yourself. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. This next one might actually give you chills, and surprisingly, it's actually in the internet, so go to the internet. After typing Lenora Johnson in the search, it's gonna actually direct you to a very mysterious website that you've probably never seen before. It's called Who Killed Lenora Johnson? On January 17th, 1975, the dismembered, mutilated body of young Vinewood starlet Lenora Johnson was discovered by the side of the Land Act Dam following an anonymous tip-off to the LSPD. Her killer was never found, and then it tells you more of her story basically. Then they gave an update on her. Big breakthrough, confession letter confirmed. In a recent interview, Ira Richards, son of a movie maker Solomon Richards, claimed he remembers his grandfather David Richards in a drunken stupor, one time ranting about a confession that he had torn up and hidden throughout Los Santos in the late 1970s as insurance to protect those who knew too much. We have different tabs we can go through, but if you go into what we know, there's pictures that I literally cannot show on YouTube because they're so graphic. So if you want to go and see for yourself, do it in game, because these graphic pictures I literally cannot show on YouTube or else it's gonna get demonetized. They are both really cruel and also nude, so do it at your own risk because this is definitely not pleasant to see. These pictures might actually scar people, so if you're a young person viewing this, I don't recommend seeing this. Trust me, it is not worth it. There's also reports that she actually became a ghost and is now just going around Los Santos, and you can find prints of her at random places. Another thing you can see in the internet is something called Accept the Chaos. So I'm gonna type Accept the Chaos into the search bar. Then it's gonna give you the top option to go to the website, so Accept the Chaos. Navigating through the website, you're gonna see eventually a photo of a family. Once you press this under the photo of the family, I'm gonna have to blur it out just because it's way too graphic for YouTube, but it's gonna show a picture of this family completely dead in a car crash. There are some sick Easter eggs inside of GTA 5. Like, this is actually like disturbing. I don't recommend seeing it. The next one isn't gonna be as creepy, but more sad. So let me tell you a story about one of GTA 5's developers and ex-Rockstar employee. So going to the cemetery on the top left side of the city, there's something pretty interesting on one of the benches in here. If we go a little north of the cemetery up all the stairs, we're gonna get 3 benches. In the middle, we have written in memory of Chris Edwards. Now, Chris Edwards is actually an ex-Rockstar employee who passed away. He actually worked on GTA 4, GTA 5, and believe it or not, even GTA Chinatown. And this is kind of a way for Rockstar to remember him. This next one is gonna be just to the left of the military base. This is gonna be the rough location of it on the map, somewhere around here. It's also gonna be underwater, so get your underwater vehicles yet again, and let's check this thing out. Here it is. So a crashed cargo plane. Here's the front of it, and then the back of it is nowhere to be found, really. That's kind of weird if you think about it. We have the wheel in the back, we have the front of the plane, but then the back of the plane, I want to see if it's somewhere in this area, but it's kind of odd. Definitely pretty creepy, but that's a huge cargo plane that's been here for a while, it looks like. Here's the exact location of this one if you want to go check it out. Drop a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new with the bell on for more awesome GTA content. Now click the video on screen now for some creepy looking tunnels in GTA Online. I hope y'all enjoy that video, and peace.